So this video is for all of my principals out there. This may be business owners, investors, tenants, and I want you to ask yourself a question. And the question is, are you working with a transactional broker or a relationship broker? I focus my business on being a relationship broker, and I think as a principal, you're going to get a lot more out of working with a relationship broker. Common characteristics of a relationship broker: first and foremost, honesty and integrity above all else. We are in a relationship business. People are investing money. You have to maintain honesty, integrity if you want to maintain relationships in this business. I think another good characteristic of a relationship broker is a broker who's not afraid to push back on client requests or tell them even when they think they're wrong. Clients have expectations. They want to achieve things in a certain way, but you're the experienced broker. There's a reason they're hiring you. You need to say no when the time calls for it. And a good example of this is telling a client or a principal of yours why you don't like the deal. It's so often that we're there trying to find the deal, get to the end of the deal, and close the deal. But I focus my time on trying to give as many reasons why I don't like the deal as I do why I like the deal. If it's a deal we're going to do, I probably like a lot more reasons than I do don't. But it's important to be honest and call out the reasons why this deal might not make sense for that said client. A relationship broker knows that it's not about doing just one deal, right? If you're in this business for the long term, you're not thinking of it in a transactional way. You're looking towards the future and doing many more transactions with your principals. So sometimes that means doing some free work, putting in some free consulting, doing the small deals first, anticipating that the big ones will come. Always think long term and make sure that you're working with a broker who understands that and is looking at your long-term goals, not just that individual transaction. And finally, I think the other key characteristic of a relationship broker versus a transactional broker is really a broker who understands the deal from your perspective, particularly brokers who have been in your shoes. Maybe they are investors or are owners of commercial real estate. They can think like you. They've run into the same problems as you, and they can anticipate obstacles through the process that you may not be thinking of. And you're really only going to get that with a relationship broker who's thinking long-term and has that experience versus a transactional broker who is only thinking about that individual deal, get it closed, and move on to the next one. So hopefully this gives you some insight, stirs some thoughts. I would really recommend all principals to seek out relationship brokers when it makes sense. I think it's a paramount component of our business, and it makes a huge difference in getting a deal done. Not only that first deal, but also many deals to come after that. So, as always, thank you for watching.